Hi, this is Maithili. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create multiple parameters. In my last video, I have showed you a single parameter like a department ID. Like that, I'm going to add one more parameter in my query, like a shift ID, so that in our report is going to look like that with two parameters, department ID and the shift ID. As long as if you pass the department ID, it's going to pick how many employees are working under the department. Then among them, how many of them are, in case if I want to know how many of them are working in the first shift, the second shift, third shift, so I need additional parameter, right? So I'm going to use two parameters, department ID and shift ID. Okay, this is my data. I'm going to minimize this. I do have already the shared data source, this one. So the data source is same. So I'm going to, everything is ready for me. I'm going to create another report. It's called multiple parameter report based upon the shared data source. Next, and then it's a query builder. I'm going to use the as usual employee department administrator table, then add it, then close it, then selected everything, then looks good. Okay, then here I'm going to pass the two parameters where you can pass it here, or even you can pass in the query builder. It's kind of where this department ID is equal to at department ID and one more condition. It says shift ID equal to at shift ID. Okay, and it's okay. Here I'm saying department ID is a department ID, and then shift ID is shift ID. Okay, so it's a tabular report, and then it's a group by department ID. Okay, and all the details I'm going to pick. Next, just a block report. Next, okay, why don't we choose bold? Okay, bold. Then I'm going to name this report as multiple parameter report. Okay, finish. Have a preview. See, there are two parameters available, so we need a list of data set for this parameter, and we need a list of data for this the second parameter shift ID. For that, like my previous video, I'm going to create a list of the data set. Okay, I'm going to open up the report data by clicking Ctrl Alt the capital D. It's going to open up the report data. Okay, here data set. This is my data set for this report. I'm going to create two data set here. It's like I'm going to name this as department IDs. Okay, then this is especially for this report. So this is embedded data set, the existing data source, shared data source I have picked, and then here I'm going to write we want only the department IDs. Different one. Okay, selected this, close. We want only this. Like here I'm going to pass this distinct so that no duplicated department ID. and order by department ID, so that it's going to be an ascending order. Okay. Then first data set is ready, and then likewise I'm going to create another data set. So that's called SIFT ID. SIFT ID is okay, like the same embedded data source, the shared data source I'm using. Okay, query. I'm going to use the SIFT table from human services. Cross this, and the SIFT ID. Then everything should be distinct, and order by SIFT ID. Okay, that's good. Close this. Okay, so now two data sets ready for these two parameters. Now the final step, we need to map those two data set values to these parameters. Okay, department ID, report parameter properties. Then here the available values, get values from a query, and then this is for department ID, and then the field value and the label. Then click OK. And SIFT ID, like parameter, then available values, the list of values from our query, and then SIFT IDs, and then field, and then the SIFT ID, then OK. Okay, now we're going to preview. See, it's listing. So like, okay, so if I select this, and then now I'm going to run the report for department 1 only for first shift people. Okay, so this is my list. In case if I want to run the department for 2, it's right. Nobody's working for shift ID 2. And 3, nobody. So I guess the 10. Usually people work for first shift, right? So then first, see, a lot of people are working. So this is the report for multiple parameters. We can add more parameters here. Based upon your selection, the report is going to run. Thank you for watching my video. I'll catch you on my next video. Have a good one. Thank you. Bye-bye.